got the tea? What's the tea?
We got the tea. Sip real smooth, come vibe with me. Sacred teas, that frequency. Blue magic, you gon' feel so free. Blue lotus, mango, peach, oolong steam. Little ginger, hibiscus in a team. Hot or cold, float right in the dream. The wise elder, roots run deep. White lotus, elderberry steep. Burdock, dandelion for the cleanse. Ginger, honey bush, so soothe begins. Hot cup, calm, cold brew, bold. Either way, let the wellness unfold. Equinox, balance in your cup. Soursop, moringa, power up. Mint leaves cool, pineapple pop. Apple, hibiscus, flavor don't stop. Hot, cold, always refreshing. Sacred tea, your soul's blessing. We got the tea. What's the tea? What's the tea? Who got the tea? Sacred tea, that's luxury. What's the tea? Who got the tea? Sacred tea, that's luxury.
It's tea time with MahMah Tea. Hey, babies. It's MahMah Tea back with another one. Okay, honey, look, I just want to have this quick video with y'all. We ain't talking to Kasha today. You just talking with MahMah Tea. And there's some things I'm hearing a lot of you say over and over and over again. It's really beginning to disturb me a little bit. And I don't think you realize the thing about repetition and what it's doing to you. You know, the more you say things over and over, the more real it becomes in your life. You got to look at your words as seeds and your subconscious mind as the soil. And the words that you put out, you actually planting in the mind, and that's what grows. And what grows, baby, become your reality. I really want y'all to think about that, especially when you keep on saying, I'm not good at this, I'm not great at this, I'm just not good at this technology stuff. Like you proud to say that. Let me tell you something. You better start getting good at this technology stuff. Because you know, I be studying the stars and astrology, honey, and we are moving into the age of technology. Every 2,500 years, honey, we shift the consciousness. Humanity changes. You actually get an upgrade. And we are here at the precipice of the upgrade. No matter how old you are, how young you are, what color you are, everyone is going through an evolutionary period. And this is why we got this convoluted universe going on. All of the things is happening at once. We are all going through some shit. Yes, we are. Because it's about releasing that old energy. You can't take it with you where you're going because the frequency is resonating too high to carry that old shit. You got to understand this is what it is, baby, and where you need to be going with your life. I want you to look at it like this. There's a part of you that's always recording. When you think about it like that, there's a part of you that's always recording. I heard a baby say one time, what if your eyes are really cameras? They was talking about that with the animals. You know, sometimes when you put on a recorder or something, you shine it to their eyes and their eyes change color like a infrared light. Well, baby, what if your eyes are the same thing? What if your eyes are cameras recording everything you see? What if your words are the microphone that's recording everything you say? And then that gets plugged directly into your subconscious mind. And that turns into everything you believe. Now you created a framework for your mind to exist within, and this is where you're going. This is why everything seems the same. Baby, you are a reflection of everything you get. People don't want to believe that, but baby, you are your own living recorder. And what you record and you reflecting and what you reflect and you experiencing. How you gonna get something that's on high when you always resonating on low? How you expect to have a breakthrough when you sitting over there waiting for somebody to break it through for you? I keep telling you, baby, ain't nobody coming to save your ass. Your parents, your grandparents, I know mine was waiting for that same savior. And they crossed over without him. You came in here without it, and you gonna leave without it. This is a temporary existence. But while you here, you're not supposed to be living it in pain and suffering. That sounds like the way of a parasite. Because if you constantly living in fear, constantly in pain, your body is producing the chemical that somebody likes to eat off of. You gotta ask yourself, why is that? Think about all the shit you believe in, because everything you believe in has created the building that you exist in. Many of y'all don't want to hear this. And I keep telling you, baby, I'm not your savior. Because ain't nobody saved me. I had to save myself. I told y'all this a long time ago. During that COVID lockdown, when the humans was on punishment and the animals was free, honey, I snuck out the house just like I did when I was a child on punishment. I snuck out the back door. Yes, I did. Went down to the river, sat there listening to the birds, listening to the waters. Honey, everything was free. And that's where I found my sovereignty. It wasn't through nobody paperwork, nobody judicial system, nobody status. And I ain't knocking those of you who do, that's whatever. But what I had to say is it was free. Everything was free. Then I would go walk up to the mountains and I saw the abundance of this planet. And I said, we got everything we need. It's what we thinking. And when I was all by myself going through that thing, honey, that's when my light shine its brightest. I turned off all that television, that radio, and everything, everybody pumping from Democrats, Republicans, QAnon, all that. I was wrapped up in all that shit. Then I said, mm-mm. Those are distortions. That's frequency interference, messing with who you are, what you supposed to be, messing with your thoughts, because your thoughts are frequencies, baby. And if someone is always interfering with that, you gonna live a life of distortion. So you're gonna have to free your mind so the rest could follow. Shout out to Invo, honey. That song says a lot. Think about that. What's battling for your mind? What's running around in there, looping, got you on the cycle day after day, saying the same shit and experiencing the same thing, wondering why your life don't change? You got to be the one to change, baby. You got to take your mind back. Now we got the things circling around about this one and that one. You know what it is. When they keep bombarding you with shit, it makes you wonder, where are we in the evolution of change? Where are we in the rising of consciousness that they want to constantly keep it down? And missing out on opportunities when these planets align. Because when the planets make alignments, honey, they open up vortexes and portals. And they know that. That's where they got to get you focusing on this and that. While they take advantage of what's about to open up. This is why they remain in power. The leaders, the controllers. These people understand real time, cosmic time. And time ain't prejudiced to nothing. They don't have no favorites. It's whoever is tapping in, good, bad, or indifferent, baby. Because at the end of the day, it's all energy. So you're going to have to figure out a way to get your energy back. How do you change your mind from thinking about the same shit all the time? How do you stop all of this negative energy surrounding you day after day? What do you need to do to reclaim your sacred space? Really, baby, it's quite simple. Reclamation. Look and stop and think, what are you repeating? What are you recording with your eyes and into the microphone? That's shaping your reality. Repetition is the key because you can still use repetition, but in a way to reprogram that subconscious mind instead of repeating somebody else's program in your conscious mind. Once you learn that trick, baby, you can shift this shit. You can change your reality. Now, everything ain't going to be roses. There's going to be a few guns mixed up in there because that's just the realm we live in. but you can really propel yourself to another level, to another space, if you just reclaim and take back your mind. Now, it's time for us to be accountable for our own shit. Because at the end of the day, honey, many of us put ourselves in these predicaments, whether you want to believe it or not. And there is a way for you to break your own spell that you casting on yourself. I want you to think about that now. We got to stop pointing the finger at everybody else around the world and start being accountable for the shit we do. Once you start blaming yourself for everything, watch your miracle happen. Watch your breakthrough happen, because accountability and responsibility is the one thing you lack in, as well as discipline. See, these are the things we don't want to do. These are the lessons of Saturn. And the Saturn and Neptune playing this last dance as it get on up out of this sign of Pisces in tropical. Moving on to Aries, honey, you got to burn that fog away. You got to change your subconscious mind. And in order to do that, some people may not know where to start. You may not even know where to begin. I done created a system. I like keeping things simple and plain. It's not full of complexities and mathematics and science and all of this stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I like keeping it simple and plain. So I created a 7-module audio book that can help you break that spell. All you got to do is play it and listen. And it also comes with a 30-day workbook that you can track your progress, a daily worksheet that you can use after you listen to each module. Honey, practice makes perfect. Not only do I give you methods and techniques that you can start retraining your mind, but practical steps and applications you can do around your sacred space. And all of this can be found on my website at sacredtea.net, the audio book, God's Memory, Reprogramming Your Subconscious Mind. Because once you learn these 7 tactics, these 7 techniques, and you apply them to your life, honey, you can listen to it. Just listen to it and let it start retraining your mind. And then you can customize it any way you like. And that's the freedom of things. You are supposed to bake your own cake. I can give you the basic ingredients. But honey, if you want to add a dash of cinnamon in there, add a dash of cinnamon in there. You want to add some nutmeg, some vanilla, hell, even some rum. You can go ahead and do that. You customize it for you. But we all need that basic framework to get started. So if you want to go ahead and tap into God's Memory, not only is it an audio book, baby, I give you an ebook, a 30-day workbook, and a daily sheet for you to practice and write these things down so you can remember how to retrain and activate and reprogram your subconscious mind. And with that being said, baby, I love y'all. And remember, it's on you to make your breakthrough. It ain't on nobody else. You got to save you. Just like this cup say, baby, vote for you, because that's the only way you gonna win in this game. All right now. Love you, babies. MahMah Tea. Y'all be good. Bye now. Woo, that was some good ass tea. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all be good. Love you, babies.
Let's drop in. Metals like copper, silver, and gold are not just commodities. They are living frequencies, elemental intelligences, and spiritual technologies encoded into the body of Earth and into your own. You don't wear gold. You resonate with it. You don't spend silver. You activate it. These are not just physical materials. They're harmonic bridges between matter and spirit. Copper is the conductor. It opens the nervous system to receive messages from the electromagnetic fields of the Earth. It enhances intuition, blood flow, and energetic clarity. When you carry silver, you're literally harmonizing with the moon's frequency, which governs the inner tides. Gold is the solar key, divine, incorruptible, unchanging. It vibrates at a high frequency that aligns with the crown, with sovereignty, with source. That's why it doesn't tarnish. It can't. It represents the eternal self. When you hold gold, you're holding crystallized solar consciousness. You are literally touching coded light. Now, why are these metals being cut off from the monetary system? Because they are too real. The system doesn't want you grounded in something eternal. It wants you trading illusions. paper, pixels, programmable digital currency. If they can sever you from gold and silver, they can sever you from time-tested value. But more than that, they sever you from Earth's wisdom and your own cellular memory. These metals store frequency. Gold remembers, silver reflects, copper transmits. Together, they form an energetic trinity that aligns the physical body with the planetary grid and the galactic field. When you wear them, work with them, or honor them, you're syncing your vessel to the deeper rhythm of creation. It's also why colonizers stripped sacred lands of them. They weren't just after riches, they were disrupting energy systems. This isn't about money. This is about memory. You're not stacking gold to get rich. You're restoring resonance. You're reminding your blood what it already knows. That wasn't fantasy. That was real medicine. This is why the powers that be ripped metals from medicine and made them into coins. They knew if you remembered that these metals were you, you'd never need their systems again.
Black coffee steam rising like smoke from the streets. Gentrified blocks where the poets don't sleep. Brownstones crumbling, dreams get swept by the Wall Street suits and the landlord's threats. My granny's garden gone, replaced by condos.